This is John from Fruitful Acres. We're checking out one of our Aronia Berry patches back behind the house. We have about 50 plants back here, and it's a jungle. There's a lot of fruit in here. We're going to be harvesting soon. You might be able to see that there's some walnuts scattered throughout here, walnut plants. Thank you, squirrels. But it's hard to see it because we got to come in here and weed whack. But lots of fruit set. These have done well. They like it here. In hindsight, this is some of the early stuff that we planted. I planted them too close. I didn't think they were going to be so bushy. That's why in the back vineyard where we have a couple of rows of Aronia berries, spaced them out a little bit more. I had no idea. Now I know. So we can't get back here with the rider. Either you got to use a weed whacker or a little walk behind. Makes things time consuming. But the berries are about ready. You can get I've heard that you can get up to 38 pounds of berries per plant. It's a lot of fruit. We ordered a few tools, berry picking baskets similar to what you'd use to pick cranberries in bogs, or the basket with little fingers on there. Hopefully make it easier to pick, because otherwise you got to pick off all these individual berries. And I mean, you can do it, but your hands get all purple. Takes a lot of time, and that's really the rate limiting step, is how quickly you can pick them, because otherwise it takes a long time. But hopefully not this year. But yeah, these are really good for you. Super high in antioxidants, lots of positive health properties that you can find online fairly easily that seem to be indisputable, but very healthful. We make juice out of them. I'm going to try to make juice similar to how we make cider, trying to work that out with a local cider mill, see if they're willing to press our fruit. I talked to a gentleman out in the Midwest where these berries are more popular about how he makes his juice, and he just does it like a cider press. So we'll see. I think it depends on how much fruit we get. Last year we did make some juice, but I made it similar to making wine, where I used my crusher destemmer to break up the berries, and then I cut it with some water, and I put it in the walk-in cooler and let it sit for a couple of days, and then press it out with my grape press. And it worked well, but I'd rather not dilute it if I don't have to, and if I can take it to somebody else to do it rather than having to do it myself, because it is messy, and they are very dark and stain your hands, but they're good for your insides. Aronia berries. Come and